Hello, my dear beloved children. Today I want to tell you what the efforts of the puppets of the deep state to tarnish the bright image of the liberators of humanity from fascism will result in. But first I want to explain why I pay so much attention to current events on Earth, although they are an integral part of the three-dimensional world. As you may have noticed, the purpose of all my messages, as well as the messages of other representatives of the forces of light, is to help you free your own consciousness from all remnants of third-dimensional thinking and behavior. But this does not mean that you should not notice their manifestations in other people and situations. And this is especially true of world politics and those who make it happen. As long as you live in a three-dimensional world and operate with its concepts, you should maintain a balance in the perception of both worlds, the third and fourth dimensions. On the one hand, it is necessary to closely monitor what is happening in your countries and on the international arena as a whole, and on the other hand, to learn to perceive all these events from a completely different level, at least from the level of consciousness of a person of the fourth dimension. And the easiest way you can achieve this is by observing everything that happens through the prism of the universal laws. Only in this way will you be able to trace the entire chain of cause and effect of events and understand their true essence. And now we will try to understand how these laws work in relation to the leaders of those states that blindly follow the orders of their masters in an attempt to weaken the Slavic world. As you already know, the main goal of the deep state is to destroy Russia as a spiritual center that stands in the way of implementing its plans to destroy humanity. What do his protégés do? They are trying to crush Russia with economic sanctions. As a result, according to the law of reflection, they themselves found themselves in a deep economic crisis. They are doing everything possible to pump Ukraine with weapons and use it to defeat Russia militarily. And again, according to the law of reflection, the result is the opposite. They are not only losing on the battlefield, but also among their allies, as the European Union is now falling apart and no longer has the unity it once had. What goes around comes around. This expression perfectly reflects the current state of affairs among the obedient puppets of the deep state. So why don't they draw any conclusions from the current situation? There are several reasons for this, and the main one is that they do not dare to disobey their masters even against common sense. They are too afraid of the publication of compromising materials that exist on each of them. Another reason is that, possessing incredible pride and self-importance, they do not want to appear as losers in the eyes of their voters. And besides everything else, now they don't know how to explain to people why the truly cosmic sums that they poured into Ukraine to the detriment of the interests of their citizens did not produce results. European leaders have trapped themselves and are now trying to find a way out of it by shifting the blame for their criminal actions from the sick to the healthy. This is precisely why they blame Russia for everything and everywhere, taking these statements to the point of absurdity. That's where we'll stop today. The Father Absolute, who loves you immeasurably, spoke to you.